Alright guys, welcome back to another Master and Apprentice LEGO review. Today we've got a brand new LEGO Minecraft movie set 21272, the Woodland Mansion Fighting Ring, 491 pieces for $50. Now this is obviously a new set coming out for a brand new movie that just came out this weekend. Yeah, we obviously have had plenty of Minecraft sets made by LEGO, but obviously a new Minecraft movie, they thought they'd make some sets based off of the movie specifically, and that's what this is. This is only one of a few sets they have, but it's a pretty good set that kind of gets a lot of the main characters from that movie in one set, and it gets a lot of the, I guess I could say, memes of that movie in one set as well. The front just kind of shows off the set and what it's kind of supposed to be, but other than that, there's not much else on the front of the box. The back is just kind of showing the different play features and functions and accessibilities, kind of like most LEGO sets. One thing I did want to mention before I forgot was something that's different with the box art for this one is all the Minecraft sets have like this green outline, right? Kind of like LEGO Star Wars has a different outline, Minecraft has the green. But this one, because it's the Minecraft movie, instead of just having green, they have it like a grass texture that's a little bit more realistic to kind of symbolize it's from the Minecraft movie, not just Minecraft. Whereas the Minecraft sets just have like the green that's from the video game. So it's a little bit of a different detail, but I think it's neat. Other than that, not much else in the box. The first minifigure we have is the main man himself, Steve, played by Jack Black. Obviously, kind of a funny character to begin with. When the trailer first came out and everyone was excited to see a live action Minecraft movie, but with really good CGI, and then they showed Jack Black playing Steve. I think everyone was a little bit surprised, but it was a fun, different, I guess, a take on it. This is pretty much as plain Jane as it gets. It's like a Steve minifigure would be, except instead of a giant square head, he has a minifigure head that looks pretty similar to Jack Black. The hair piece is kind of fits his following. The head piece is kind of what it's supposed to be. It is double-sided feature. I'll show off in a second. And then he has like that turquoise sweater that he wears throughout the movie. It's pretty plain, no leg print, no arm print, pretty plain in general. Even the torso printing is pretty plain, but for what he is, it looks just fine. And like I said, there's no additional printing there on the back, but he does have a double-sided face, so that's a nice little detail. But other than that, this minifigure is pretty plain, but not much else is really needed for him. Then we have Garrett the Garbage Man, kind of another one of the important characters from the cast, played by Jason Momoa. Obviously a fun character as well. This character has probably the most unique clothing apparel, I'd say, with the pink and the baby blue pants and all the accessibilities he comes with. He looks pretty good. The hair piece is really good. The head piece gives a pretty good printing to show it's Jason Momoa, Aquaman. Overall, pretty good. There's not really a lot going on with the legs, no extra printing. The arms don't have any extra printing, but the torso has a little bit more printing. You can see that. Had him wearing that pink jacket. He has more like I think it was 80s, maybe even 90s. He was a old-timey gamer, like an arcade gamer. So that's kind of the vibe he's trying to give, and I think that pink jacket and just like those bright colors give it. So there's the front, and then the back, he's a little bit more printing on the back of the torso, kind of showing off like that jacket I was talking about. And then he does have a double-sided feature face, which shows him with the glasses on, which he has on for a good portion of the movie. So I'm glad they did include that part of the head as well. Overall, a fun minifigure, a fun character in the movie. Done very well, I think. Then we have Henry. He's probably one of the more important characters for the movie as well. I wouldn't say maybe main character, but he's definitely more important than maybe Garrett even. I don't remember what the actor's name is. He's a younger character. Same thing, kind of like Steve, a very plain apparel, just a red jacket, wearing jeans. The blue pants kind of give that apparel. He's wearing a red jacket. He does have, I can move his arm real quick, a little name tag from the sticker, which he gets at the beginning of the movie when he goes to school, puts his name on it. So it's nice that they included that extra detail for the printing of the torso. Just a nice little addition. And then he does wear like a satchel, a backpack, whatever, throughout the movie. So it's nice that they gave him that accessory as well. And then technically all the minifigures can wield and have a weapon or accessory, but Henry is really the only one who carries this axe in the movie, so that's why I attached it to him. It's kind of during that scene when they're at the Woodland mansion and he's upstairs trying to find the earth crystal or whatever. He's the one wielding that, so that's the reason he has that. But otherwise, pretty plain. The hairpiece, I think the hairpiece is a little too big in my opinion. The only problem is I don't know what other hairpiece they could have used. But if you kind of compare it, it does seem a little grandiose. But in general, I think it works. The headpiece is fine. He's also double-sided feature face. I'll show that in a second as well. But overall, minifigure is pretty plain, but I don't think it needed much more than what it was given. And then you can see without the headpiece, the hairpiece, he has a double-sided face, and then there's a little bit more detail to show off the hoodie on the back as well. Overall, a fun character. Again, kind of similar to Steve. Not a lot of extra detail was really needed. I think it works for what we got. The next minifigure we have is technically called Chicken Jockey because he's supposed to be on the chicken, but the chicken's a brick built. It's not really a minifigure, so I didn't put it on display right now. I will in a second. But the minifigure itself, the baby zombie, looks pretty good. It's pretty comparable to any of the other Minecraft zombies we've gotten before, with a little bit more extra detailing to kind of give it more of that realistic look that he has in the movie. He has shorter legs we've seen before, not the short ones that you can't move him, but like just like shorter than the full legs. But the head is so big that it kind of makes him the same size as a normal minifigure. So you can see right there, his legs are shorter than Steve's, but his head is big enough that it puts him pretty much on the same level as Steve. It's kind of funny because, you know, he's supposed to be tiny, right? But it works. I think it's just fine. The headpiece for it is pretty normal to any of the other Minecraft headpieces we've gotten before. I think it looks just fine. Yeah, a fun character. Not really a lot of detail going on for this one. Not much is really needed. The headpiece is pretty much the most important. I'll turn around and show you the back real quick. You can see there's not much else going on back there. Kind of a little bit of detailing on the torso just to show like that ripped apparel look like the zombies usually have, but not much else is going on. So overall, for a baby zombie from the Minecraft movie, I think it looks just fine. Then we have the chicken, or chicken jockey, when you have the baby zombie on it. Overall, this chicken is fun, looks good. The one thing is it's huge. I'll show you in a second how big it is. For what it is, it looks good. It was built pretty nice. It's nice and sturdy. I really like the legs. Just like the building technique of it in general is pretty good. You can see there's a little connector piece. Then there's this little, I don't even know what this piece would be called, but it connects. And you have a little flat piece connecting on the bottom. And it kind of moves right there like that. Overall, it's simple, but I think it works. It's pretty stable for the most part. And it looks good. But again, the chicken's giant. So I'll put the baby zombie on it or next to it for comparison. Right? It's much bigger than the baby zombie. The baby zombie is about the same size as a normal minifigure, right? So that's crazy. Because it's supposed to be a small thing, right? Like that's the whole point of it. It's funny because the chicken jockey it's small, but it's super agile. So there you can see right there. Overall, pretty big unit. It's fun. It works. It's a Lego. It's not supposed to be completely accurate, but it is a fun little thing there. Overall, a fun little chicken jockey. Probably one of the biggest memes of the movie and so far 2025 in general, I would say. So it's fun to get it in Lego form. Then we have the Great Hog, which is a character, but obviously you can see it's not a minifigure. It's brick built. So I put this last to kind of transition into the brick built things we have coming forward. So it is a character that we see in the movie. It's kind of like the not the big bad, but it's like the guy they're kind of afraid. He's, you know, the giant monster that's chasing them throughout the map and destroying everything. So it's kind of a cool character to have. He's not in the Woodland Mansion scene at all, so it's kind of a weird inclusion. They maybe just couldn't find a better set to put him in. I don't know if that was the case or not. But it's cool to nonetheless get him. Overall, I think he looks just fine. The eye pieces with the printed pieces, I think look good. Like the teeth with like the snout and just the headpiece in general, I think looks okay. I think the teeth are kind of too big. You know, from certain angles, it kind of looks, I don't know, it just kind of looks out of place. I don't know if they could have just done like a printed mouthpiece instead, and that might have looked better. Sometimes it looks fine to me. Sometimes the white pieces, they just look a little too big. I don't know. I think it looks fine though in general. The torso with like the chain piece and like this belt piece, I think look really good. And then one arm in the movie, and here we see he has like, I don't know what it is. It's like a blaster or whatever, but his hand's pretty much like this giant cannon, and he shoots these explosions out of it. So you can see it has like a pink ray piece right there to kind of give that effect. And then it's gray, so it's like kind of like armored like you would see in a movie. Whereas the other arm is like tan and like that leather look, and he has just some fingers right there. So they do give that inclusion as well, because in the movie he has one normal hand and one hand that has like a gun or whatever attached to it. So that's pretty nice. And then his legs are kind of weird. They're not, I don't really know. I think the reason they build them like this, so you can see they're kind of small and stubby and just like a weird building technique in general. But I think it was because they wanted to be able to like have him bent over like that. Because sometimes in the movie, he was kind of bent over, kind of walking like a gorilla would, like on his hands. So I think that's the reason they built it like that, so he could stand straight up and he could walk on all fours. So that's nice. I don't know if that was the purpose of the reason they built it, because they're really short and stubby, and I don't remember them being that short and stubby in the movie. But in general, I think it works for the Great Hog. I don't think we could have got much else better unless they just gave us a mold, which would have been awesome. But I don't think Lego was ever planning on doing something like that. Then we have part of the Woodland Mansion. This is the part that I think is supposed to like signify where Henry is searching for the Earth Crystal. It's interesting. This is more of just like a visual thing. There's not really a lot of play, feature, and function. These potions don't really move. They just kind of stay there. The torches all kind of just stay there. The only thing that really moves on and off on display is, of course, the axe. You can move that. You can use that as a weapon. This weapon cache right here, this comes in and out. So you can move that, and then you can obviously take the weapons on and off. You can use them on the other brick built item. I'll show in a minute, obviously, but that's kind of supposed to be something you can get in and out easily. And then obviously this whole scene is about them searching chests and trying to find the Earth Crystal. So they did include at least one chest. It just has an assortment of like studs and things to show some resources like wood and whatever it's supposed to be, I guess. But there's not much else there. And then in here you're supposed to be able to put a guy, most likely Henry, but that's it. There's not really else any play function or feature going. Again, it's more for just looks. Like any of the characters you couldn't use on the other item, the arena part, you would kind of put over here so they don't look out of place. I think for $50 they probably could have included more, maybe even some more Easter eggs, because there wasn't really a lot of Easter eggs in this part, which I was expecting more. Like maybe like a ender pearl or something like that, you know. But I think it works. It's fine. Nothing crazy. Nothing to die over. So yeah, that's really all that this part is. Then we have like the arena, the ring, which you see Garrett and Steve fight the chicken jockey, right? This is like the whole meme, the whole scene. They kind of turned this scene into like an actual, obviously a play set, but like a whole different play function and feature. So they turned into like one of those like jousting things where you put one character on one stand. So we put the chicken jockey over here. You could say we put Steve or Garrett over here. And like I mentioned, you could put one of those weapons in their hands so that they have something to actually stand out. Otherwise, you'll see they'll kind of get knocked over otherwise. So we'll give Steve the axe here, and then you just, you know, push him, right? So if Steve didn't have that axe, he'd get pushed over the easiest. But other than that, that's all there really is to it. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy, right? You just bang them and smash them until one falls off, and then they get like this little score tracker down here, right? Oh, he lost a life. Oh, he lost a life. He lost another life. So it's like a little game you can make out of it, which is fun. It's cool, right? The scene was just them fighting. It wasn't really that long, to be honest, either. So I think they kind of give it a little bit more flavor by adding this little different play function and feature. And it wasn't just like they made it like something you stick straight forward. They gave it like this turning ability. So instead of having like a straight block with the connect piece, they made it a cylinder so you can turn it, which I think was done very well. That was smart of them to do it. So you can kind of, if you're a little kid and you enjoyed this movie, you can actually play with this and have some fun with it with a friend, which I think was really nice. Other than that, there's not really else much to it. It's just like a base plate, two base plates connected with some bricks. But other than that, there's not much else to this. This is definitely probably the best part of the set, in my opinion. The minifigures are great, but the other part of the Woodland Mansion isn't much to it. It's just like a, look at this. This is part of the Woodland Mansion. This part is, obviously the meme of the movie, the fun part of the movie, and there's actually some cool, creativity done on Lego's part with using this scene going forward and making it like a little play function. So I actually really like this part of the set a lot. So that brings us to the end of this review. Overall, it's a pretty fun set. This is definitely more aimed towards a younger crowd, right? It's a play set. But the movie in general is kind of aimed towards a younger crowd. This movie is, I don't want to break anyone's feelings, hurt anyone's feelings. The movie's not that good, but it's really fun. It's really silly. It's really meant for kids and Minecraft lovers. It does a good job of that. And this set does a good job of that as well. It gives that Minecraft feeling with the baby zombie, the chicken, some of the, Minecraft feeling, but it also is really good for like play functions and features for little kids as well. For $50, I wish they would have included more. The minifigures I think are all really good. I just wish like the Woodland Mansion part, the left side with, I wish it had just some more to it. It just kind of feels empty, to be honest. But in general, this is a fun set. I like it a lot. I'd probably give this set an 8 out of 10. If you enjoyed the movie, you'll like this set. If you enjoy Minecraft, you'll like this set. If you enjoy Lego sets, I think you'll just enjoy this set in general. $50 is a kind of a steep price, but most Lego sets are, unfortunately, these days. So if you can find it on sale, maybe if you can price match or you can find a coupon or whatever, this set is definitely worth picking up in my opinion. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think of our review down in the comments if you guys agree or disagree. And what you guys think of the Minecraft movie down in the comments. I kind of gave my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And with that, we hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.